If you're listening to this right now, I need you to stop scrolling for a second. Because this message is not for everyone. It's for the person who keeps giving chances, keeps explaining their pain, keeps hoping that one day someone will finally understand their worth without having to lose them first. You've been loyal to people who only showed effort when they felt you slipping away. You've stayed quiet when something hurt you just to keep the peace. And you've convinced yourself that patience means love. But here's the truth. Nobody warned you about love that constantly asks you to shrink, to wait, to beg, to tolerate disrespect is not love. It's emotional survival. And you've been surviving for far too long. Maybe you stayed because you saw potential. Maybe you stayed because you remembered who they were in the beginning. Or maybe you stayed because you didn't want to feel like you failed again. But listen carefully. Your growth didn't ruin the relationship. Your self-respect exposed it. People who benefit from your silence will always be uncomfortable when you start speaking. People who take advantage of your loyalty will call you selfish the moment you set boundaries. And people who only love the version of you that tolerated everything will struggle to accept the version of you that finally chooses peace. Walking away doesn't mean you stopped caring. It means you stopped abandoning yourself. And choosing distance doesn't mean you're cold. It means you finally realize that access to you is earned, not guaranteed. You weren't asking for too much. You were just asking the wrong person. And the moment you stopped chasing clarity and started choosing yourself, everything changed. Not because they changed, but because you did. Healing is uncomfortable because it requires you to let go of familiar pain. And growth is lonely because not everyone can follow you where you're going. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you're evolving. One day, you'll look back and realize the hardest goodbye wasn't to them. It was to the version of yourself that accepted less than they deserved. And when that day comes, you won't feel guilt, you'll feel relief. Because peace feels better than confusion. Self-respect feels better than constant anxiety. And being alone feels better than being drained. So if you're in that season where you're choosing yourself and it feels quiet, heavy, or misunderstood, stay there. Because that silence is not emptiness, it's growth. And the life you're building now will finally match the strength it took to walk away.